I'm Jen from Gentlest with real solutions for real moms. As some of you know, my youngest set of twins played John on The Secret Life of the American Teenager for 4 years, and my other boys have acted as well. A lot of parents, especially parents of twins, ask me about acting and especially the audition process, so I wanted to share my thoughts on that in this webisode. First, get an agent. The best way to start is to get a good agent. Remember, reputable agents do not charge upfront. They take a percentage of what your child earns once they book jobs. Ask around and see who is reputable in your area. If you feel the need to get a manager, the same is true for managers. Reputable managers do not charge upfront. Next, get headshots. To get an agent, often the agency will just ask you for a photo that you took yourself. However, once they start sending them out on auditions, you will need a professional done headshot, otherwise known as a photo sheet. Find out who does good work in your area for a reasonable price. Your agent or office will often likely give you a list of people to choose from. If your child is under the age of 18, they will need a work permit in order to work. If your child is school age, they will need to get the school to sign off on the permit application. The school will only do so if your child is in good standing academically. Another thing you may want to consider is having your child take acting classes or workshops. They need to feel comfortable acting in front of others, and they will likely pick up some tricks of the trade as well. There are apps that can help you improve memorization that you can check out too. Of course, in some cases where your child is a toddler and you are auditioning, this wouldn't apply. Having a good audition is the only way that you will book a job. Remember, an audition is like a job interview, and auditioning at a young age is actually great training for future interviews in their lives, such as college and actual job interviews. To find auditions, either your agent will let you know what is happening out there, or there are websites that have audition notices. You want to help your child go over the sides or script pages that they need to learn for the audition. It is always best if you can have your child memorize the lines, role play, and go through the scenes at home. This will usually make for a much more professional audition. Next, always be prepared and organized. Make sure that you have a copy of your child's photo sheet and his resume. Jot down the most recent height and weight, and make sure that your contact information is up to date. Also, as the parent, be aware that you are also being judged. Casting agents and directors want to know that if they hire your child, that you will be easy to work with too. Make sure that you and your child steer clear of chewing gum. Nobody wants to see a kid snapping their gum. This is not something that will go over well with a casting director. Remind your child that when they enter the casting room, they should walk in confidently with a big smile and clearly say hello. They should make eye contact with everybody in the room. Teaching your child to make eye contact is extremely important. The casting director needs to know that your child is confident and will not act shy in front of the camera. Obviously, they should perform the scene the best that they know how. When they are finished, they should say thank you, goodbye, and leave. They shouldn't ask how they did or when to expect a call back or any such question. The casting director will find them if they need to. Also, if they mess up in some way, remind them not to make excuses. Everybody makes mistakes. This is completely expected and natural. Casting directors understand that kids might be nervous. It is okay to start over if they make a mistake. Something else to remember is to not bring other siblings. Focus your attention on the child that is there to audition. Another good tip is if your child is tired or sick, you're better off passing on that audition rather than hoping to suffer through it. It certainly won't help your child's chances, and it might hinder their chances of getting other work because a casting director who sees your child will remember their behavior more than their performance. When the audition is over, remind your child that a lot of qualified kids are auditioning, and if they don't get the part, it's okay. You need to keep them confident, since getting rejection over and over can be hard on these little guys. Until they build a solid resume, it almost feels a bit like winning the lottery. But if your child has talent and acting is something that they really want to do, then once the casting agent sees them over and over and believes that they are committed, you might just get a nice surprise. Finally, I need to mention that acting as a child should be fun and it should be their choice. If you find that you are living vicariously through your child and forcing them to do something that they are not truly interested in, acting is probably something that you should opt out of for your child. Casting directors are looking for those parents who will be more like their children's silent partner and not interfere in a major way. If your child wants to act, then I say go for it. But to help better their chances of actually landing something, be sure to take these tips into consideration. I'm Jen from Jen's List. See you next time.